Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 2 of Somebody's Gotta Play It, and I figured, what game should I play for number 2? I played Wilford Brimley Battle as episode 1. It was a ROM hack of River City Ransom. Great game and a fun hack of that game. Definitely, if you haven't seen that, check that video out here. But for this episode, I thought I would take on Wayne's World on the NES. Yes, Wayne's World. A notoriously game that a lot of people think is really bad. I disagree. I actually think this game is a lot of fun. It's flawed, but it is actually a good licensed game. Let's take a look at Wayne's World on the NES, shall we?
On that note, game on! Game on!
Hello and welcome to Wayne's World on the NES. I am Retro Forward Dave, and I have been meaning to play this one for a while. Let's first make note of, yes, this game has been reviewed as one of the worst NES games. I disagree. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's flawed, but for a licensed title about Wayne's World, no less. This is probably my favorite Wayne's World game. Hey! And that being said, that doesn't say much, because all the Wayne's World games are pretty bad. This is probably the best of the worst, and here we have stage 1, where we're playing as Garth, and we have our electric gun that shoots lightning or electricity. And what I failed to do in this initial time I played it was I forgot I could just keep walking straight and shooting, because the first level of this game is that simple. Eventually I do clue in, but yes, Garth kind of has an advantage because he has the gun, so he can be at long range, which is great, because yeah, you could just walk right through the first stage, and eventually that's what happens. You'll see here right now. Yeah, so the other thing I have to say about this game is it's kind of weird how they have random top 10s, like this right here, this top 10 that they're going to show you. I get it. They're trying to make it seem as close to the show as possible. I mean, the gameplay is obviously doesn't make any sense, and how do you have gameplay of a Wayne's World, movie, game, thing? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, here's the top 10. Woo!
Oh, I almost forgot. This year Garth finally got pubes.
You didn't tell him about my pubes, did you?
No, of course not.
Okay, and now welcome to Wayne's gameplay. As you can see, it's a little bit different from Garth. It's actually a lot more challenging. Yeah, you have a very short range, let's just say that. And the other thing is you can't attack and move at the same time. So as you see here, I'm just kind of standing and kicking the air, hey. But then I do pick up this power up here, and it's then a spinning kick. It makes it more powerful, however, you have a much more delayed attack at that point, so you have to be a little more precise when it comes to actually attacking with Wayne. But, you know what, hey, he's like a ballerina, or not a ballerina, what's that, a figure skater. Anyway, here you have me coming up to the first boss, which is just a stack of vinyl records, Attack of the Killer Vinyl. It makes sense. I mean, they like music. They listen to a lot of music. But yeah, I mean, there's the first boss. Not much of a challenge. Once you realize, hey, you have to keep moving back and then kill him.
Will be Terry's job to give the actors their hand cues.
Oh, excuse me, Russell, but I believe I requested the hand job.
And now this is the bonus stage. Welcome to Stan Makita's Donuts. Basically, you just try to eat as many donuts as you can, and that helps to regain your health back. The biggest thing, though, is you can't jump from a great distance without taking damage, so you kind of have to know where you should be jumping and how far you can jump from, because it's very hard to tell at times. But yeah, basically, you collect donuts and get the diabetes, and then you go on to the next stage. But I'm trying to be careful here because I got the diabetes, and yeah. Hey Wayne, let's go to the gasworks. Oh Garth, who's playing tonight? Jolly Green Giants and the Shitty Beatles. Are they any good? They suck. That is not just a clever name. I had to say Shitty Beatles because they actually censored it in the game. Crazy. Hey! And now, welcome to the Gasworks. This is stage 2 here. So, let me talk a bit about the game itself. Overall, I mean, graphics are not too bad for NES, and it's colorful. Yes, enemies don't really make sense in this type of game, but like I said earlier, how do you really make a game about Wayne's World? This is pretty good if you ask me. It's out there, but controls are not too bad. The jumping is a little flighty, but you can definitely manage to get used to the controls. Garth's attacks are obviously the simplest because he's got the nice range and the gun. Wayne, on the other hand, he definitely is much more challenging when it comes to fighting. As you can see, like, if you are not precise with your timing, you either do no damage or you get hit. That's basically what it is. I'm not very good at this game, might I say. I'm not the best. I definitely haven't played this in a while. But that being said, it's a game that you can manage to get good at if you want to invest the time. The game doesn't deserve the hate. The music in the game is also pretty decent. I have no arguments with the soundtrack. But really, if there is one flaw, it is Wayne himself, the titular character. He should have denied a better setup. That being said, that was Wayne's World on the NES. Thanks for watching, and good night.
No stairway. Denied. It's Wayne's World!